Welcome to Fohenagh National School. We are interviewing Frank Gavin, who will tell us a bit about Clonbrock Gardens. What year did you start working in the gardens of Clonbrock?
I started work in someplace around 1974-75. That was for a 3-day week stint. I took over from a guy called Johnny English down in Clonbrock. He was the gardener there for a long time, many a year. I only worked there for about a year and a half.
What kind of gardens were there?
There was mainly two gardens. It was one garden split into two. You had the main lawns, which had to be mowed once a week, which was a big job, and you had vegetable gardens. In the vegetable gardens, you had a couple of glasshouses. In the lawn gardens, you had two more glasshouses, which housed the peaches and the grapes. The glasshouses in the vegetable gardens were for the tomatoes.
Was the wall high around the garden?
I'd say it was about 10 foot. It was a bit like being in jail.
What vegetables grew there?
Well, you had loads of different varieties. You had the main crop potatoes, such as Main Guards, British Queens. You had Kerrs Pinks. You had carrots, cabbages, Brussels sprouts, peas, cauliflowers, broccoli. All the main vegetables that you could think of. Now, when you brought the potatoes to the kitchen, they had to be of a certain size. They couldn't be too big, or they couldn't be too small. They would be mainly about 2 inches in diameter. It would be sacrilege to bring anything big or whatever about anything smaller to the kitchen in Clonbrock.
What fruit trees grew there?
Loads of different varieties of apple trees. You had blackcurrants. I remember there were fig trees down on the northern wall. You had in the glasshouses. Then you had the grapes, and the other glasshouse housed the peaches, as I said.
Tell us about the glasshouses.
Well, the glasshouses were fair size. They were a big glass house. They were very modern for their day. They were heated, which was heated from a furnace in the garden, which had to be kept warm at a certain temperature at all times in the winter time, and in the springtime, because of the grapes. Otherwise, the grapes would die.
What is your worst memory of the garden?
My worst memory of the garden would be the long days in the winter time. I would have started at 8 in the morning and finished at 6 in the evening. And of course, in the winter time, it would be dark, and it would be very lonesome in the garden on your own from 4 until 6 in the evening, with really not a whole pile to do.
What is your best memory of the garden?
My best memory of the garden would be in the summertime, of course. It was such a great place in the summertime. If there was somebody sick, I always reckoned that if you walked into the garden with the fragrance of the roses, it would nearly cure you. It was so refreshing. And of course, Luke Mahan and his wife Audrey were so good to me that it was even better than that to work for them. They really did look after their employees.